From the shadowed peaks of the Salt Lake Valley to the mist-covered banks of the Hudson Valley and all across the globe, the signal drifts through the night. This is Midnight Signals. Now, here are your hosts, Sergeant Shenanigator and Alien Mike.
I feel like I'm at a rock concert.
Colin from the Horrorific Podcast joins the ride. Keeping spooky stories by our side. Alex always ready when the strange lights fly. Never backing down from another haunted sky. Across the ocean, under southern skies. Nadine's watching where the mystery flies. Spooky's always ready when darkness calls. Hear the whispers through ancient halls. Sarah's cheering every step we take. Dakota's with us through every strange way. She ever keeps the same shining bright, helping guide us through another haunted night. Near a fire, maybe you're part of this crazy family. To every subscriber, every comment, every live stream, every laugh. Whether you've been here since episode 1, or you just found us yesterday. Thank you for making this more than just a podcast. You made What? celebrate every mystery, every ghost, every UFO, every cryptid, every unbelievable story, and every unbelievable friend we've made along the way. To Mama, to Papa, to Mrs. Shenanigator, to David and Michelle, to Alan, to Colin, to Nadine, to Spooky, to Lilith, to Sarah, to Dakota, to Shiara, and to every single subscriber who's left with us. Searched haunted houses with us. Looked to the skies with us. And somehow survived an entire year of sordid Shenanigator and Alien Mike. Welcome to year 2! Welcome to year 2!
Alien Mike, happy anniversary, man.
Happy anniversary, buddy. How are you doing?
Much better compared to yesterday with our big technical issue.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be us if there wasn't some sort of technical issue.
This is true.
Yep.
So, man, 1 year, can you believe that?
It's gone by fast.
It has gone by really fast.
Yep. I was thinking about that yesterday before we tried to do the episode, and it seems like we just started and all of a sudden a year later.
I was trying to go through last night while I was angry at my computer and count the number of hours that we've actually got posted. And I lost it at around 145 hours.
Well, how many live episodes are there? See, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 26,
38.
30. I've got 35. Did I miss one?
I'm on the YouTube studio, and it shows that we've got 38 lives.
Okay, so there's about at least 40 hours right there, and then some of them are 2 hours long.
Yeah,
and
then we got everything else.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to believe. And I remember when we first started talking about this, we were like, we're going to have, I don't know, 10-minute shows. Go on for 10, 15 minutes, and that's going to be it.
Yep. 2 hours later.
Yeah.
we're done bullshitting.
So, and the people that show up in the chats every week, it's just been amazing ride for this year, man. I have loved every minute of it. I know we burnt ourselves out for a little bit, but I think we're getting back on track now.
I think so. It's been a lot of fun, and can't wait to see what the next year brings.
Well, the next year, unofficially, I've started an operation here. It's called Operation 500.
Oh, yeah?
I'm shooting for 500 subscribers by year 2.
I think we can do it.
I think we can. I definitely think we can.
Yeah.
But tonight, we're here to talk about everything we've done.
Everything, huh?
Everything. Our favorites, our least favorites, where we think we screwed up, where the comedy was just too funny to keep going. I know we've had 1 or 2 of those.
Oh, yeah.
So, before we get started, though, I want to get this out of the way because I know I'll forget it. Hit that like and subscribe. Hit that share button. Help us with Operation 500 to get out there. That's all I got. Good night. See you guys tomorrow or next week.
Have fun.
Mike. Oh, dang, Mike left.
You said see ya, so...
See ya. I'm out of here. So, favorite episodes.
Oof.
I tried.
I thought it would be tough, but I've got a few.
I've got a few too. And if you don't mind, I'm going to start out with probably my absolute favorite episode. My favorite episodes, no matter what, are when we get somebody like Jay or Don or Carl on the show
Mm-hmm.
and let them talk about what they know best. And I'll be honest with you, to this day, my two favorite shows are Carl and the Swedish UFO and Jay and Bigfoot. I've loved everything that Dawn has done.
Yeah.
She's been on here, what, 2 times, 3 times?
Two or
I
three
forget.
times, yeah.
I love what she's done, but both Jay and Carl came in so well prepared.
Oh yeah.
I left both of them thinking, wow, we're screwing up. These guys are coming in with PowerPoint presentations, and
Yeah.
we're going through Wikipedia going, can we use this photo without getting in trouble? Mrs. Shenanigator made it.
Yeah, the whole thing with the photos, we've talked about that numerous times, and I am almost at a point where I'm ready. I just want to go, well, catch me if you can. But yeah, I don't want to deal with the ramifications of that.
Oh yeah. But Jay's episode of Bigfoot, I think if I had to say my ultimate favorite, not based on how fun it was or based on, what a great show it was, but I walked into that an unbeliever, and Jay actually got me to a point where I wanted to go out and learn more about Bigfoot.
I
mean, I'm still an unbeliever.
Yeah, I have to agree. Their presentations were incredible. When Jay started, honestly, I was just like, there's a big part of me that, because I'm not interested in Bigfoot at all. Like, it was never something that I thought about. And after his presentation, like you, I went, I don't believe in it, but I like hearing the stories now.
Oh yeah, the stories are fascinating. And while we're talking about our favorites, this is your time to throw in what your favorite was. So if you want to throw in a comment on this anniversary special, if you want to come on and talk about your favorite, I'll send you a link. You can come join us live.
Yeah.
Just let me know you want to jump on live. I'll send you a private message with a link to jump on, and we'll have a good time. If you don't want to do that, throw it in the comments.
Yeah, that's...
But as far as my ultimate favorite, and it happens to also be the one that I lost complete control on from laughing, and it not the ones that we've done with Carl or Don or Jay, but ones that was just you and I. I had so much fun doing the Christmas Legends. And when you started getting into the Yule Lads, I was laughing so hard.
Yep. They were... I did not expect that. I thought doing that episode, I thought, okay, well, there was like 13 of them. I go, okay, there's enough material here that I have enough to research and I don't have to bounce all over the place. And it took me so long to research it because I couldn't stop laughing because of how just ridiculously funny it was.
The Yule Lads just, it knocked me on the floor, man. I didn't think I was going to be able to finish that episode.
Yeah.
And I'm with Lilith on this.
Yeah.
Don's episodes were so fun, and I'll be honest with you, you guys didn't feel this out there, but sitting next to her, I actually felt something. I don't know what it was. I don't want to take a guess at what it was, but there was an energy around her while we were doing the shows.
Yeah. The other part of what Lilith said, the flags, I never saw it. And I always look right behind me. And I usually have a fan going. It was either right over here or right next to me. And it's always pointing to the opposite side of the room. So it's never on the flags or the banner here. And so I have no idea what moved them.
Nah. That one was a weird episode.
Yeah.
I think if I remember that episode, it wasn't just the flags moving, but we didn't talk about it on the air. We talked about it behind the scenes. There was a couple more things that were going on at Alien Mike's house besides the flags. I know we talked a couple of things, but I don't think we mentioned everything.
I can't even honestly remember everything that was happening.
It was a fun night.
Yeah.
It was. I think that was maybe one of the first nights. No, I think we were already accusing the NSA of watching us by then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been accusing them for a long time, so
So
since before I met you.
So, to me, the other one that I liked was really interesting was the number stations. And to me, it's still hilarious that in this digital day and age, analog is still getting information out to spies.
Oh yeah. What was it about the number stations that you liked? Like
The numbers, I think the number stations, first is, like I told you in that episode, when I was in Germany, I was listening to the number stations.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was just the things like, was it really passing information on to spies, or was it like America and we were just putting up a number station to confuse the Russians and make them spend a ton of money to try and translate gibberish?
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So basically you're saying it's what you like is just the thinking, like what could it be?
Yeah. Excuse me. So those are some of my favorite episodes. What you got?
One second. Have to note this, but your volume to us is much lower than. Let me try this. I'm gonna move everything a little bit closer. Is that any better? Can you hear me better now?
Oh, geez, it's your volume today?
Yeah, I just got a message that said says sorry to note this, but your volume is much lower than Steve's. So let me see if I can. I don't know why.
While you're doing that, I think the hardest part for me, and I still haven't done it, is picking my absolute number one favorite.
Yeah. While you're doing that, keep going. Just give me just a couple of.
Oh yeah.
Something.
Yep. So yeah, it was hard to pick a favorite because I loved every episode. I learned something in every episode. Hey Mike.
I'm right here.
Lilith said I think that moving it forward did help a bit.
Okay. I was gonna grab a different mic.
Hey, I got one. Here you go.
There you go. Just plug it in, toss it over here. Okay. Does that sound better still? All right, I'm looking at both text and the screen here. Oh, here comes the message. 1 second. Okay, yep, that's better.
All right. Before I hand it off to you, the last one that I really loved, and it was basically because I was going the UFO alien route, and that was 3-Eye Atlas. And I loved what you put out there, the information you had, the scientific side. And that day, we had I think 2 or 3 people in the audience that were way more knowledgeable on 3i Atlas than I was. And I enjoyed learning from their comments. And Carl is saying you're still lower.
Hey, hell, I don't understand. Okay, so Steve, keep going. I'm going to do exactly what you did yesterday. Just give me
All right.
a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. I'm still here, but I'll be back.
As we wait for Mike to come back from the bathroom.
I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm just moving around. Come on now.
Oh.
Give me just 1 second.
All right. So I don't know. I think as far as guests that have come on, I know we've only had so far Carl, Jay, and Don. And if I were to rank those number 1 through 3, I would rank number 1 Carl, Jay, and Don. I had so much fun, and I'm sure Mike had an amazing time. And Mike, your voice is very clear, just lower volume. But I had an amazing time with all 3 of them, and it was so cool to actually let them run the show and then sit there and take down notes. Oh,
Well, hold on. I knew that was going to happen. Give me a second.
all right.
Does that sound any
Now
better?
playing shortstop.
Does that sound any better?
It's always sounded good to me, but let's see what they say.
Okay, I've got the microphone right here next to me.
Oh, that sounds much. There seems like there's more bass in it too. I like it.
Okay.
Little Barry White action there.
Okay.
Come on, sing
Well,
some Barry for us.
Some what?
Some Barry White.
I don't know any Barry White,
Oh,
unfortunately.
wow. So on your side, what do you got as your favorites?
Honestly, the first thing I'm going to have to do is piggyback off of yours, and that would have to be the 3i Atlas. And there was just something about that episode that I was so stoked to do. It's better. Perfect. And there's somebody in particular that I talk to quite often about this. And I know you said that you did the more conspiracy theory side of it.
Yeah.
Barry Mike.
Barry Mike. Instead of let's get it on, let's get on board.
For me, I didn't really get into the the conspiracy theory part of it. Just everything else that was being said was just so fascinating to me. And that's why when yesterday I had sent out, or no, it was today I sent out that message saying that Avi Loeb was going to be there at Phenomicon.
I wanted to call you so bad last night when that was announced, but I wanted you to find out and be surprised yourself and see what your post was going to be. Well, I won't mention what my wife said happened.
You can mention it. You can definitely mention it.
So for anybody that's seen the post on Avi Loeb, that Mike posted this morning on his Facebook page, I showed that to my beautiful, loving, caring wife, and she said, "Oh my God, I think Mike had a paranormal orgasm."
100%. I didn't get it until probably 12:30 this morning, and I was looking through my emails, and there was a Phenomicon email, but all it said was there were new events that were announced, and that was like going to dinner or going to lunch or something like that. And so I opened it up, and it said speakers and it had a picture of him, and I about lost my mind.
Yeah.
So that is one that.
So I will be in there with a notebook in Avi Loeb's panel, ready to learn.
Oh yeah, he is one of the smartest people that I have ever listened to.
Yeah.
So that brings me to the next thing, and who I'm hoping they announce. I really am. But the next episode was Bob Lazar. That one was just my all-time favorite. There's something about Bob Lazar that I've always.
Well, you guys will get the full report.
Oh yeah, I am so stoked, like beyond stoked. And what I like, Steve, is what we've talked about before, that it's not like Comic-Con or FanX where you have to pay for admission, you have to pay to stand in line to get an autograph or a picture. You can go around and meet these people and get pictures, autographs, talk with them personally. And that's what I'm like really stoked for.
Yeah.
So
that's, and I mean, even some of the people that are there that like I forgot her name, the UFO hunter, the female UFO hunter. I'm going to go check her out, even though I'm not really a believer.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll have that little thing that finally pushes me over the edge to believe.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I look at a lot of the people from Skinwalker Ranch, which I've always loved. I was researching that long before I was researching really UFOs.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm really interested to see what they have to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
yeah, well, I can tell you what Dr. Travis Taylor's going to say.
What's that?
Let's launch a rocket.
Oh yeah.
No, I've seen a couple of panels of Dr. Taylor's, and he is very, very brilliant.
Yeah. And the first time I saw him, when he came out, I went, this is the guy that's the PhD and masters and all that. This is the genius. Because you hear him talk and you don't expect it. And he's just absolutely brilliant.
I every time I hear him talking, and I love the guy, but every time I hear him talking, I hear Jeff Foxworthy.
Yep.
Do you really want your brain surgeon to sound like me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that that, like I said, that leads me into Bob Lazar. There was just something about that episode, and I've always found it fascinating. And I know there's a lot of people out there that absolutely think he's full of crap. But
I know when we did the Area 51 show, we had brought that up as well.
right.
And if to me, I forgot her first name, Napolitano from the Manhattan Abduction.
Linda?
Yeah, Linda, thank you. She's full of crap.
Yeah.
And she put this out there. Nobody ever questioned it. Nobody said anything. Bob Lazar put his information out, and agencies started going after him, taking out his businesses, taking out, anything he was doing to try and discredit him. And I think when the government goes after you that hard to try and discredit you,
There's something out that
Yeah. And I think we mentioned that in the show as well.
Again, congratulations.
Carl, thanks for jumping on, Carl. And thank you.
We appreciate it.
Please come up with some more. We would love to have another episode with you on.
Okay, the next one, I got to put that up. What do you got to say to that one?
Good night. Love you guys.
See you later. Somebody's in the doghouse tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I thought, maybe I shouldn't.
Well, I would have just mentioned her name, but I can't remember it,
Yeah,
and I
I know
just
who you're
knew she
talking
was a
about.
female. That's it.
Yeah. Um,
So what other episode do you like?
I of course, the Area 51 S4. That one I absolutely loved.
Oh yeah.
Um, but probably the one that I have to say that I got so lost in, I absolutely loved and want to do more on, and I've even researched it on my own, outside of doing the episode, is Montauk. I have went down so many rabbit holes with that episode that it's just so confusing, and
I
there's just something about everything that they've talked about in there.
You guys probably can't read my notes, but Montauk's on here as one of my favorites and one of my least favorites.
Um, least, yeah, least favorite just because I was so scatterbrained during that episode. Like I did not know how I was going to present stuff.
There was no way you could.
Yeah,
I mean, it was one of those deals where if you could have said, and the captain put the ship into full power, and that
Yeah.
opens up 12 more rabbit holes.
exactly. It it was just a difficult episode to do.
It was.
And I know we'll get to it a little bit later, but I felt like I wanted to present all the information I could, but didn't have the time to present all the information I wanted, and then didn't know what order, because you're going from Montauk and then you're trying to put all these people into it, and that leads to the Philadelphia experiment, because they were all part, or not all part of them were from Philadelphia. And so
Yeah.
you're trying to figure out how to add them in there without talking about Philadelphia, but you can't exactly do that. So it got tricky.
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. Apparently, Mike messaged me.
Oh, yeah, I messaged you while
Wow.
the song was going.
I even had it turned down.
Yeah, I didn't know how you were playing it. It sounded like it was just popping a little bit. It wasn't bad.
All right. Okay.
Um,
Sorry. You guys, I'm glad the webcam points at me and not at my cluster of monitors here.
the Christmas episode, if you're going for just sheer comedy and having a good time, that one was a lot of fun.
I think each legend had a little bit of comedy, but then you hit the Yule lads,
Mm-hmm.
and that could have been a stand-up routine, man.
Exactly. As far as just comedic value, that is the funniest episode or topic that we have talked about.
Oh yes, Amy Bruni will be there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, I didn't. I'm looking forward to meeting Amy.
Oh, Mike, I looked for an alien, but they were all
She-
gone.
She did. She
Oh,
she looked for another one of these aliens, but they are all gone.
well,
But
that's
we will find one.
where did you find that at?
Five Below.
Oh, we've got one right here in Jordan Landing. I ought to go check that out.
Yeah, go check it out. But that was the main reason she went into that store, was to grab an alien, and they were completely out. Which
Aw,
is a good thing, because that means there's more and more thinkers like us.
yep.
We add one more, that's just one less that is trying to hide stuff.
As far as other episodes that I've I've enjoyed them all, but the one that I was probably the most stoked to do, and to be quite honest, was the most let down about,
Which one?
was UAP disclosure. And I'll tell you why. Like many people, I had been waiting for the day that they released all these files. And after the first release, I started going through stuff and I was like, okay, this is great. And oh yeah, Dave Schrader is there. I forgot about him too.
I listen to his podcast daily.
I don't think I've listened to that.
It's an audio podcast. I'm sure it's on Apple and all those, but it's also an audio podcast on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. But there was only honestly a few things in it that I found were interesting. And then when you look at 2, 3, and I've barely looked at 4, and as far as 5 goes, the only thing I know about 5 is what Avi Loeb has written. And it just seems like everything was like a letdown to me. It wasn't what I expected.
I think on my notes I just put it all together as the age of disclosure. And I think it was a very tough episode because things were constantly changing.
Yeah.
You know, we started doing that, and then that was the same week, I believe, that the first release hit.
Yep.
We were doing the second episode of Age of Disclosure.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, wow. Now everything we've been talking about, it's starting to be released. So now we got to go and change the whole age of disclosure. And like you, I'm disappointed. It started out great with some good videos, some funny documents, and some serious documents.
Right. And like,
And then it just went to nothing.
Yeah. Well, the one that I talked about where, can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she was a part of NICAP, and the reason was because she thought that the UFOs were actually communist fighter planes or something to that effect, that it was all controlled by communist Russia. And of course, given the time that it all happened, you know, tensions were high. So of course they thought that, or a lot of people did, but it was just interesting. So that part I liked, but it was just a huge letdown. But that was the one that I was probably, out of every single one, the most excited to do, that turned out to be the most unfun.
I agree. It started out great. I mean, I know we were both psyched about it, and I don't know if I put Lilith's comment up, but the name of the podcast is the Paranormal 60.
Paranormal 60. I'll have to check that out.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I just, you know, I watched that train go down a certain track, and it didn't even derail. It just vanished. My train of thought is gone.
Excuse me. Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, I think the whole age of disclosure. I want more information released, but I think we sunk so much into it trying to put on a half-ass show on the congressional hearings on George Knapp and what is it, Jay Stratton and all these people that were testifying. And then right before we hit record, the first dump hits.
That really
it was
threw me
kind
off.
of a punch in the gut.
Yeah, that was just. It made you feel like, or made me feel like it was kind of pointless to even do the episode.
Yeah. But I had a good time doing the episode.
Right. Yeah, that's how I felt. Okay, so what did I write down next? What episodes did how should I phrase it? Because, some of them you've picked, some of them I've picked. What episodes were picked that when they were decided, you had really no interest in doing it? And then once you actually started reading it or researching it, that got you interested in it? Whether live videos or pre-recorded.
Oh, geez, what's her name? The disappearance of Elisa Lamb.
Elisa Lamb? Yep.
Yeah, I had zero interest in that. None whatsoever. And then I started researching it. I'm like, wow. When you first met it, when you first met the podcast, when you first mentioned the show, I'm like thinking to myself, what are we going to go from paranormal to true crime? But you convinced me to check it out. I did some research and I'm like, all right, this is getting a little fascinating now.
Yeah. There has been a few episodes that I've thought like that I've wanted to do, and then I start thinking about it, and that was the same thought I had. We're not doing true crime, so how does this fit into what we do?
Yeah, and it ended up fitting nicely on that episode.
Yeah, that was one. The reason I wanted to do that episode was there was a movie, I think it was from 2000, I want to say 6, but I could be wrong, called Dark Water. And it was based off of that, except for I think in the movie it was a paranormal aspect to how and why she disappeared. But I don't know, it was just it sounded like it was going to be fun, and so I thought, why not?
Yeah. Hey, and I know over the last year there's been some things you've mentioned to me for a show, and then some things that I've mentioned to you for a show, and you can tell by both of our faces it's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But we go ahead and do it anyway. And I've not had one yet where I walked out of the show thinking that was a bunch of BS. The 3-Eye Atlas, I didn't really want to do 3-Eye Atlas that much, only because at that time it was being done to death.
Right.
But with you and with the chat and the scientific side of it, I still love the UFO side of it. This was a mothership coming and to investigate us, and I guess that means we're not ready yet because they left.
Yeah,
but you guys bringing the scientific side in, and Avi Loeb and going that way, it ended up being very fascinating to me. And it wasn't what I was listening to on other podcasts.
Yeah, I honestly, when it came to that, I kind of stayed away from the conspiracy theories. I didn't watch any of them. I didn't read any of them. If I was listening to something and it started talking about that, I always turned it off. I just didn't care to hear it. I didn't, almost like I didn't want to alter the way I felt about it.
Yeah.
And just the science part of it was really fascinating to me. And I thought it fit because there's people out there saying, you know, oh, well, it's a UFO, these, or mothership, or these things aren't acting the way a normal comet or meteor would act, you know. So I thought it was fun, but I didn't know how everybody else was going to perceive it.
It was a great episode, and I mean the chat was on fire that day, and that's where between you and the chat, that's where I was learning so much on the scientific side that even afterwards I started doing more research about what Avi Loeb was saying and what other people were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And there are days I still wake up and Google, where is 3i Atlas today? I'm still monitoring the dang thing.
Honestly, I haven't lately. What I had mentioned it to a couple of people. I thought it was kind of interesting how it hit really big, and it was talked about for a little bit nonstop. And there's all these theories and suggestions out there, and then unless you went and looked for it, it disappeared from
Oh yeah.
everything.
It stayed there. I think the last time they really mentioned it hard and heavy was when it was on the backside of the sun and we couldn't see it. And they didn't know what was happening.
Yep.
And then as soon as everything got back in line, it was done. It was gone from news. It was gone from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you have to really go search to find that information now.
Yep.
But I do like the fact that even though it is now flying away from us, our scientists are still researching it going, hey, this tail, we still can't explain this tail. It doesn't seem right.
Yeah. I think the one out of everything, the one that I was probably the absolute least interested in until we researched it was ley lines. There was, and the reason why was because to me it was like, oh, okay, well, you're just drawing arbitrary lines in the sand. But then as I started kind of looking at where things were happening, you know, okay, well, this sighting was here, this was here, that was there. Okay, well, they're all intersecting, so now that makes sense.
Yeah.
And after I started looking at that, then I became pretty fascinated with it.
You know, I think, yeah, it was me that chose ley lines, and I was worried that was going to be a bore fest.
It wasn't. I mean, it's still not my most interested that I've been in a topic, but it was a lot of fun. I was getting messages. I want to say it was from Lilith that on eBay. I had no idea that there was that Ley Hunter magazine that they used to do. And I think you have one of them. I
do. I didn't bring it up to my office. I was going to. I didn't bring it up here because I wasn't sure how Dory was going to treat it.
Yeah. See, I looked at. She had sent me a few links, and I started kind of glancing through what they were talking about in the different issues, and it started to kind of fascinate me. Yep.
Yeah, my daughter and Jay got me edition 71 of the 1968 Leyline magazine, all typewritten, when the new publisher took over.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it's hidden somewhere so it doesn't get destroyed, but soon it will be in the office.
That's cool. That's something that you need to get.
It's in a protective cover right now.
Yeah. What do you, like a protective cover, one of those, like when you get comic books graded and they're in those, what do you call it? Those like plastic seals.
Uh-huh.
That's what it should be in.
All right. See, now I did not know that he also wrote a book.
Yeah.
Now I've got to go find the book.
I'm trying to find this. Oh, there it is. So there is a magazine that I really, really want to get, but it's become quite, to be honest, fucking expensive, is Analog Magazine from the 60s. I don't know if you remember that magazine or seen
No,
it.
not at all.
So Dune, Frank Herbert, when he wrote Dune, it was first released in Analog Magazine. It was like a science fiction magazine. And you can find them on eBay, but you'll find like part of it, like Children of Dune, and it's like $80 for just one issue.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, back to
I think
I don't know if there's really any other episodes that I really wasn't that into until, well, I guess you could say, Lilith remembers Analog. Yeah, eBay. Oh, you can't tell me that because now I'm going to want them. And you're not that old. Come on. You're like, what, 35?
Excuse me.
You all right over there, Steve?
I laughed and swallowed at the same time. That's not good.
The Possessions episode. I may be one of only a few people you know, but like The Exorcist, I thought was one of the dumbest movies. I have never liked it.
I liked it as a scary movie, not as this is what the Catholic Church does.
Yeah, I didn't like any of it.
But as far as that, I'd say I'd rather watch Rosemary's Baby than The Exorcist.
Yeah, I've just never been a fan of the movie. What's his name? Is it William Blatty? Is that the author?
I think so.
Yeah. I've considered buying the book. Just haven't, but the whole possession thing was just, I like watching movies like that where people are possessed stuff. Like I have no problem with that. Some of them are fun, but when you start getting into the basis of possession, I have a hard time with it.
I will be honest. I'm not a believer in any type of possession at all, but that episode messed with my mind the most. And not because, demons are taking over people. It was as I was researching everything, I'm like, all right, this is 100% mental illness. This is...
Yeah, exactly. I look at it as mental illness, and basically, like when it comes to Catholicism, as kind of a way for them to scare the other members to behave.
Yeah.
You know, or this is going to happen to you. To me, it's just a form of mental illness, and then from their aspect, control over the congregation.
I know we had a couple of decent cases that we talked about, but the ones that I didn't bring up were possessions and exorcisms of kids your son's age or my granddaughter's age,
Right.
a little younger even. And I'm thinking you're taking somebody with mental illness and now you're adding PTSD to it.
Mhm.
I mean, you're messing with that kid way more
Yeah.
by thinking possession. You know, the one thing I can say is while I'm a true believer in ghosts and I don't know what they are, but I love paranormal investigations. I
Right.
believe there's things out there haunting certain places, but I do not believe in demons taking over somebody's body haphazardly.
Right. Like Lilith said, Catholics love exorcism stories.
And
It's
you know,
very, I mean, honestly, I thought it was going to be kind of dumb, but I think it was Netflix. There was a show that I don't even know if it's still being made, but it was called Warrior Nun. And I believe I've talked to you about it, but essentially it's about a certain sect of nuns that are warriors that go around and they hunt demons. And
yeah,
it's about one girl that gets what's called a halo. They implant it in her back to hide it from the people who want it. And now she's like the head warrior that goes. And when you look at just the way the series is done, it's very cool. But as far as believing any of that, I just can't get behind it.
I
There you
I
go.
I can't either. But I think as far as messing with my mind, I mean, I know we've investigated a few things that we haven't talked about on here because they've gone a little darker than we'd like. But that wasn't even dark. That was just we're going to destroy people in the name of religion.
Yep.
You know, and you'll never even if I go completely insane, I will never be Ed and Lorraine Warren, where
No.
everything's a demon.
No. I just got a message that perfectly said, when it comes to like what you're saying about children and PTSD, it's a form of child abuse.
It is.
It's fucked up.
I think one of the children we were talking about was like 1919,
Uh-huh.
1917. I can't remember.
Yep.
If that were to happen today, that would be life without parole.
Oh yeah.
They're done.
It's just all in the name of something absolutely dumb. Like, I don't get it. But that was kind of the episode that I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy about. I can't. I know there are so many people out there that believe in stuff like that. I just don't get it. Apparitions, a BBC drama series about an exorcist priest in Rome.
I will have to check that one out.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah. Okay. As far as possessions and exorcisms, here's what I've got to say. Dear Hollywood, make more.
Yeah.
Because I love the movies.
Yeah, the movies are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like Lila said, the whole genre is successful because of that.
Yeah, exactly. And let's get back to making scarier horror films.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Things have just changed so much. Like I like new horror movies, but it's not the same as it used to be. It's not the Nightmare on Elm Street, somebody killing you in your dreams. It's not Jason that's come back from the dead and killing all the campers, or Chucky, which is Jordy's absolute favorite. He watched one of them last night, and they're kind of steering away from stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now it's all about just being as
It's
gruesome
jump
as you
scares.
can.
It's all jump scares.
Yeah. Like Spooky, what is that show he likes? God, he posted about it. Terrifier. The first couple were okay. I mean, they weren't bad, but all it is just gore. I mean,
So, least favorite episode.
oh,
Yes, I've already got mine picked out. I enjoyed doing it, but I thought it was going to be something else, and it turned out to be complete opposite of what I thought, and it brought a lot of discredit to people at the time who were trying to be serious about alien abductions. The Manhattan abduction. I walked away with such a hatred of Linda.
she I can't say that I hated the episode. The episode was fun to research. Fun as hell for me.
The episode was great.
As far as anything else, she was 100% just trying to profit off of it.
Oh yeah. And I still, deep in my heart, I still feel that I just forgot the doctor's name. The one that was doing regression hypnotherapy.
Oh shit.
I truly believe he was implanting thoughts in her head.
See, okay, that brings up a good point because I read something. I don't know what it was that I read the other day. Maybe it was from Imminent. But they were talking about regression therapy. You know, if you hypnotize someone, do not ask them anything or say anything that is going to implant a thought in this person's head. You need to make sure that you question in a way that is just a generalized question to get them to answer truthfully. How many people like that do you think? Because if that doctor was on the side of, okay, we got to get everybody to believe her, of course he's going to implant ideas in her head. I believe so.
Yeah, I believe they were. I cannot remember for sure if it was announced, but it was implied throughout everything we read.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm with you on that one. It's just, I 100% believe she is just absolutely full of shit.
Yeah. And as far as least favorites, that's all I've got. And it wasn't the episode itself. It was, I went into it thinking, all right, we're going to hear about an alien abduction. The way everything was presented, hundreds of people saw her flying out of her 12th story window and floating across the bridge and taken aboard the ship. And then the more you research, you're like, no, that nobody really saw that. And sounds more like some guy from the UN security detail is trying to have an affair with her. And it went so far away. Yeah. Yes, they compromised. They compromised their credibility bad.
Yeah, that episode. And it is a public service to expose frauds and grifters, 100%.
Yep. And I think we definitely, we didn't expose them, but we definitely voiced our opinion on what we thought of them.
Well, no, I don't want to. I don't want to say that. I don't want to. We did an episode that I absolutely loved that I just have a really hard time believing in it. And
what's that?
I don't know if I want to say.
Go for it.
And I say this with all due respect in case they're watching. I love Dawn's episodes. I absolutely love them to death. I love Dawn so much. I just have a hard time with psychics. With believing in psychics.
I do too.
Really
do too.
difficult for me. And I hope, I mean, if she's watching, I hope it doesn't come across wrong. It's when we were talking about remote viewing, yes, 100%. Have no issue with that. I mean, I love Ingo Swann. I love all of that stuff. But when anybody that can do that, if I wanted to see into somebody's house, I'm going to do it. I don't care what anybody says. They're not going to know I'm there. So, I mean, I guess other people may have more control than me. Like she said, she wouldn't do it. To me, I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
Because human nature is, you're going to be curious about it. You're going to want to know.
I'll go along with that.
But like I said, her episodes are some of the funnest episodes, I think.
Oh, they are a blast.
I love Dawn so much. Like, I don't even like that she left New York because now I can't see her when I come.
Well, just a reminder, the end of this month, she will be on our program again. And we are going to have the scissors from Frisco, Utah brought down here.
Right. That is right. So that is on, I mean, besides the whole Bigfoot thing, that is really the only thing that I struggle with. Like, and it's more because I haven't had anybody that said anything like, okay, said something that went, holy shit, yeah, you're right. How did you know that?
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that. So
I went the very first time I met Dawn, not on the program, but I met her over at the Witchcraft District Bazaar.
Right.
And I thought, what a fraud. Because in my opinion, psychics were, I see somebody with the letter A in their name.
Right.
Well, hell, that throws about 60% of the people out there.
Yep.
And eventually somebody's going to go, Brian? Yeah, I see Brian. Come on up, Brian. They're just asking leading questions to get to an answer that they want to hear.
Right.
But Dawn offered to do a reading for me. And I will say the reading was 90-10. It was 90% accurate. 10% she missed. But hey, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, she did a reading for me and I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. From what I recall, I don't remember anything accurate, but I had just barely met her and she wasn't really doing the reading like that long. And again, that's nothing against her at all.
No.
I 100% support her. I absolutely love her to death. That just when it comes to psychics, I have a hard time with it. And that's only because I haven't experienced anything that's been accurate with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I will go this far. I would if you took all the psychics in the world and put them in a room, I would take 10% out as being real. And I think Dawn would make the cut. Mm-hmm. But I would say 90, maybe even 95% are the Long Island medium. Who, don't get me wrong, entertaining.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah,
but
she
leading.
can be, but she annoys the shit out of me.
But it's leading questions to get to something. I mean, right. It's like going into a down home freaking church revival down in the South. Mm-hmm. I see somebody out there that God wants to help. He's got knee pain. How many of us don't?
Exactly. And, I'm sure there are, like you said, there are people out there that they're able to do stuff that others can't.
Yeah. I
I've not
remember
experienced
Dawn
it.
telling me she makes mistakes quite often.
Yep. Oh, she told me that too,
Yeah.
as well. Again, I don't discount it. I just have a really hard time with it because I've never had anybody that has said anything that, oh shit, how the hell did you know that?
My very first ever experience with a psychic was through my wife, and the psychic said that we would be divorced within 10 years. That was almost 33 years ago.
Yeah.
No, almost 41 years ago. Because I don't think if you're listening, were we married when you went to this psychic, or were we still just engaged and dating? But I do know the psychic missed it. I hope. Hopefully my wife and I aren't divorced. If we are, it would be nice if she told me. She's already said I can go look at the Bigfoot woman.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that I've really struggled with. And hell, maybe once I have more experiences with someone. Ding ding, that said Chris would have 2 blonde kids.
Yep. So far, Chris, she's same age or a little bit older than us. I can't remember. But so far, the psychic was wrong on both kids. Chris has no children.
We had been married and had Teresa. You were in Korea at that time. Huh.
Oh, maybe that's why she thought we were getting divorced, because the armies decided to keep me over there for 2 years and eat bulgogi and kimchi.
Other than that, really, there's really nothing. I mean, the alien abductions, there are some that people, swear are real, like the guys from Pascagoula. Is that who it was?
Yes. I was going to bring up 6 alien abduction stories we did.
Yeah. Hanging out at the club. That one, Travis Walton, always there. I believe Travis. I mean, there was a point in time where I had a hard time with alien abductions because I was like, well, why are they going to take you and probe you and do all this stuff to you? Come on now. Like, if they're advanced, they already know this stuff. What do you, but weird shit happens. So Travis, I love that story. Betty and Barney Hill, that basically started it all.
Yeah. I mean, Travis Walton, it was like you said in that episode. He basically said, I'm losing everything by putting this out there. I've got nothing to gain from it other than maybe you buy my book, maybe you don't. But
yeah,
I lose everything putting this information out. And he did. I mean, for a long time, he couldn't find work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's people like that I tend to believe. Bob Lazar, we talked about that. They came after him. How many times? Like, why the fuck would I come out and say all this stuff and screw my life up for a lie?
Yeah.
Gaia, when I was talking about that, Emery Smith, who worked at Los Alamos, and then he was talking about how they had alien bodies there that he had like some medical degree and he got from the army, that he was charged with doing the dissections and stuff. And he's had 3 assassination attempts on him. And they destroyed his house looking for stuff. They destroyed his car, and it's like, why the hell would I come out and lose all this shit?
Yep.
For nothing.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to answer a question from earlier. So if Sakona is still here, no, the small one decided she didn't want to be on camera today.
What question?
Dory. Sakona wanted to know if Dory was going to be on camera today, but she decided she didn't want to be up here with me.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think out of the six stories we did on that episode, the 6 alien abduction stories, I think both of us at the end of the episode, when it was just you and I talking again, decided that if we do alien abductions, it will be Betty and Barney Hill, go into more detail with that,
Yeah.
and Travis Walton. And I don't think we believed any of the other 4 stories.
No, I really didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's so on the guy. I know you're probably talking about Travis Walton, but if anybody doesn't have Gaia.com, their streaming service, and you're interested in this stuff, get it. The Cosmic Disclosure. It started out with David Wilcox was the host, the one that just apparently or supposedly died by suicide. And he was hosting it, and it was Emery Smith, and now it's Emery Smith that hosts it. And like Lila said, why the hell would you make it up when you've got everybody coming after you?
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason for that.
In my job, everybody at my job knows what I believe in. Matter of fact, we're probably going to have a few more subscribers here from my job. But if I were to go out in the field and start talking about ghosts and aliens and Bigfoot while I'm working for a mental health organization, I would end up becoming my own client.
Yep.
But yeah, and Travis Walton, I know Barney kind of stepped away, wanted nothing to do with it, but Betty,
Yeah,
they had everything to lose and nothing to gain at the moment. And they still came out and told their story. And have told their story again and told their story again.
Yep, and it's been the same the whole
Yeah.
time.
Then you got, what was the other? Whitley Strieber. That's right. Whitley Strieber was in that one. And I ended up agreeing with you and Mama Shenanigator. Whitley Strieber, something may have happened, but what an amazing storyteller.
That's what I think is he's just a storyteller.
Yep.
Again, I mean, as you said, something may have happened. Hell, I don't know him. I'm not a part of his life, so I don't know what happens to him, but
Little Jim Bob neighbor kid may have put on a gray alien suit and walked by his window, and all of a sudden Whitley whips out a pad of paper and starts writing a story.
yep.
I don't know. I'm not taking away from the fact that something might have happened to him, but first and foremost, he is an author. He is a storyteller.
That's exactly it. I've tried. I've got Communion. I've tried to read it, and it is. He is a good writer. I've just had a hard time with it because now all I think about is, okay, well, is he just full of shit?
Yeah.
You know,
It would be like Stephen King writing out his own experience with the paranormal.
Mhm.
None of us would buy it, even if it's real. We
Right.
would think it's a Stephen King horror movie.
Yep. His book. Maybe I'll have to give it a shot again. I had such a hard time with that.
Yeah. I will be honest, I've seen his book, but I based my research on the movie. I tried to read the book, I couldn't do it. I watched the movie. I know that the movie is kind of follows the book, but Hollywood took some
yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it? I can't think of his name. Isn't it Christopher Walken?
Yeah.
Whatever his name is? Yeah.
Yep.
Mike, ask Wayne about Communion. I had to sit on the phone with him when he was alone at home. Oh, I will. Okay, so I'm going to get off track for a minute. Just
Oh,
for a second.
like that's never happened before. Neither one of us have, both of us stay on track all the time.
What is off track? I
Yeah.
haven't talked to him for a while, Lilith. Is he doing okay? I hope so. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely ask him about that because you're right. Everything I've read from him has been, the writing itself is good. I just can't finish the last. Oh, that's good. I haven't been able to finish like the last half of the book because I just keep thinking like, okay, is everything he's saying full of shit or is it legit?
Well, come on. The Quickening by Art Bell. I don't think he was. Was he the?
Oh.
He was the.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
The Quickening. Oh,
Sorry, I was just reading what she wrote.
the Quickening, which kind of loosely became the movie about. I love Art Bell. I almost worship him as a god, and I just forgot the movie that was loosely based on his book.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Art Bell and didn't know he wrote a book.
Yeah, he did, and it was the book explores Art Bell's theory that human technology, societal changes, and global events are speeding up exponentially as the 21st century approaches. That's kind of where I got when we were talking about Three Eye Atlas showing up, and I started mentioning that we may be at that next plateau where we go from where we are to the next step in our evolution.
Mm-hmm.
That came from the Quickening.
Oh, okay.
But then there's the movie. A movie came out about global cooling, and a massive storm hits America and freezes everything to a point where people are having to escape to Mexico.
That's not The Day After Tomorrow, is it?
Was it? It may be.
That's the one with I don't know if it's Jake Gyllenhaal or not. But it took place there. It was like in New York City, and they had to like.
Yes, it was The Day After Tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. It was loosely based on the global cooling section of Art Bell's book, The Quickening.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that book. I'm gonna have to check that out.
No, it is a difficult read.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm reading some really difficult stuff right now.
I still haven't finished The Quickening.
Well, the one that I'm trying to read right now is Extraterrestrial by Avi Loeb. It's different.
You're gonna bring the book up with you? Have him sign it?
I don't know. I've just got an ebook, but I'm thinking about buying it just to get or buying a couple copies to get it signed.
Okay.
Because you can buy the hardcover for like $13 right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
I have to go check that out.
Or the paperback for like almost 15.
So, next question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad episode. What was the most screwed up episode for you? Where things just didn't go right?
Honestly, Wednesday.
This past Wednesday?
Yep. Because some dumbass decided he wanted to do Ellsworth Air Force Base.
Yeah.
And decided he did not want to make it alive and decided he was going over on time, so he was going to cut everything down. And the information he gave was all over the place, and scatterbrained and basically non-existent.
Yeah.
And that would be me.
I have my answer to this is actually 4 episodes, but only 3 of them people got to see. One of them was behind the scenes, and I remember, luckily I was prepared for it, but we had sat down for something. I cannot remember what episode it was, but I'm sitting there with all my notes. I'm ready to go. And Mike and I try and get a decent outline going of, so we can stay on track. And he said, all right, so I'm just going to use the name Stonehenge. I know we didn't do a Stonehenge episode. But Mike's like, are you ready to knock out Stonehenge? And I went, I thought we were doing the haunting of some car. I had the wrong notes. Luckily, I had the right notes. And I was able to get them before we hit record. But that one to me was the most screwed up, because in my mind, it's all running for the haunted car or whatever we were doing.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. We were going to do it on a Saturday or something, and you're like, wait, because I had my calendar behind me, and I was like, aren't we doing this? And you're like, no, I thought we were doing this. Well, no. Okay, well, and then one of the episodes we had to push because none of us, I know one, I had researched the wrong thing. So
yeah. I honestly think that from this point on, before we hit record or before we hit go live, I think when it's just you and I talking, we should record that 30 minutes and save it. And then if anything stupid happens during that time, post that as our gag reel.
I think that would work.
Because some of the stuff that goes on before we hit live is hilarious.
Yeah. It's
I'm sorry, Mike, I'm going to throw you under the bus.
Go right ahead.
Hey, Steve, we got about 3 minutes left. I'm going to go put pants on. And out walks Mike.
Yep.
And he was serious. As he was leaving, you could see his tidy whities or whatever he was wearing. There was no pants on.
Oh, it wasn't tidy whities. It was boxers.
It was boxers?
They were probably just riding up. But
you look awesome. You look sexy as hell.
Oh, thank you.
But it was just one of those things. I was not expecting you to say that when you did it, because we were being so serious. We got the outline done. All right, this is what we're going to do for the ending. Make sure we mention this. Make sure we mention that. I'm going to go put pants on now.
Yep. Pretty much. I'm usually not in pants or shorts. I go out when it's I do it in the winter too. I will go to check the mail in just my underwear. I do not care.
I'm just glad you were in boxers, because I would have been tongue-tied the rest of the episode. It'd be like, and then Linda Napolitano was taken out of her third or 12th story window. Mike, you looking good, handsome.
Yeah. It's I don't get really embarrassed by stuff like that. It doesn't bother me.
No. I think for a few of them, I think we're going to start recording our little BS sessions prior to going live, just to see what happens.
I think that's a good idea.
And if anything screws up on those, hell yeah, we'll post them.
So pretty much we're going to have something posted every time.
Yeah. Eventually our gag reel is going to be longer than our episodes.
So,
all right, so I got another question for you.
Which question is that?
What was the most screwed up episode? And not bad episode, not we hated the episode, but things just kept going and going, and 24 hours away and maybe 10% of the research is done. And I've got my answers written down.
Oh,
I'd be willing to bet we're close to the same.
Easily, it was the same one that was one of my favorite episodes, and that's Montauk.
Montauk.
Yep. And my answer is going to be exactly the same. It's because I wanted to do Montauk because it was more exciting than doing the Philadelphia experiment. But all things considered, we should have done the Philadelphia experiment first.
Yeah.
Because that way, during the episode, when we're talking, it's like, okay, well, this person and then this person. Oh, yeah, so they were from the Philadelphia experiment. Wait, what? No, well, now I got to tell you information about that, but I want to do an episode on that, and I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
And then that was a very, very difficult episode, but a lot of fun.
There we go. I like this.
When you're both busy, just compile a bunch of gag reels, blam, extra episode. Yeah, outtakes.
Good idea. I'm going to agree with you on Montauk. And for those that didn't go and even that aren't interested, didn't do any research, I honestly believe, and I know I'm wrong, but I honestly believe that in conspiracy theories, Montauk is where the term rabbit hole came from.
Yeah.
Because one second you're in New York, then we're down at the Philadelphia experiment, except back in Montauk, they've got a teleportation device that will send you out to Area 51. And there's tunnels apparently between Montauk and the Air Force Base in New Mexico. And, and then from New Mexico up to Area 50. And there was no end to Montauk.
Yeah, it just keeps going. And
we could have done 3 episodes or 3 hours, and it would not have done that justice.
Yeah. I think for stuff like that, because we always try to do something new each time, I think we ought to do what we were going to do with the Age of Disclosure, where it was the first one, it was the congressional hearings, and then the next one, we're going to talk about the movie. A part 1 and a part 2. That way it's split up. And but yeah, that one was just, there was so much involved in it that you've got time travel, you've got time slips, you've got remote viewing, you've got
and everything. At that point, we had some episodes lined up, but those rabbit holes, we're going to destroy those episodes, because if we go down rabbit hole A, now we're screwing up our Area 51 episode. Go down rabbit hole B, now we've messed up. We've given out information on the Philadelphia experiment that we don't want to give out just yet. Right. And I know early on you and I were looking at patterns of things, but this isn't patterns. No. This was just wow. This was just everybody. I just heard squeaking back here. This was, no matter which rabbit hole we went down, we're like, we can't talk about this because it's going to mess up this episode. Mm-hmm. And then the Montauk Monster, we find out the Montauk Monster is a completely different rabbit hole that goes to the Philadelphia experiment, goes to Area 51, goes to...
Yeah, that...
somehow it's tied to the Jersey Devil and the Mothman.
It was just absolutely crazy, but...
I compare it to the conspiracy theorists talking about the Bilderbergers and the New World Order. Yeah. I can sit there and tie every secret organization together and have them all sitting in the forests. What's the name of that forest that they do their annual meeting at? I just went brain dead. Anyway,
I know
I
what
can
you're talking
put
about.
all those together, but with Montauk and with that, it's like
The Mothman stories are scary yet interesting.
the Mothman stories.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, well, I'm going to have to stop you real quick just to backtrack to that and to I was never interested in the Mothman.
and
Never.
thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. My sister last October for Halloween, she dressed as the Mothman for Halloween. And cutest costume ever. I mean, it was awesome. But the Mothman, until I researched it, and then I realized, like, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Mothman, and I mean we did the Mothman of West Virginia, and then expanded a little bit to, I think it was Chicago, Texas,
Arizona.
but there are some international Mothmen that I would really like to do some shows on.
Yeah.
Bohemian Grove, that's the name of the thing I was thinking about.
Yep.
So like taking all of those, you can pretty much follow a path of conspiracies back to each one, and I think that's what Montauk was. And I don't think it's the official stories. I think it's conspiracy theorists hoping to connect those dots.
Mm-hmm.
If the episode was great, I loved Montauk.
Yeah,
I really want. It is the first time in my life I want to break the law and go trespass and investigate the hallways and buildings of that base.
well, didn't I send you the photos that I was sent from it?
Yep.
Yeah. So I had done. How did I lose his name? Robert Shirley. I did his addiction episode that he wanted for Neutral Wisdom.
Yep.
And one of the guys that was on there I became friends with lives on Long Island. And he said, what is the place called? Heroes Point? Something like that?
Yeah.
That he lives like an hour and a half from there, roughly. And he sent me all those photos, and it's really, really cool.
But I'm going to go back to Mothman for a second, because that actually was one of my favorite episodes to research.
It was fun. That was one of those where I know we had put it off for quite a while, and a part of me, to be honest, was happy about it. Like, there was something I just didn't care to do. But when you said Chicago and Arizona, I went, all right, well, I'm going to start looking up Arizona. And what did they call it? Now I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, the description they gave on it, it really got me interested in it.
Oh yeah.
So it was a lot of fun to, I spent the whole day of that episode just reading stuff.
So I think there's going to be another Mothman in the near future.
I think
But
so.
I think it's going to go away from Point Pleasant, and it's going to go away from West Virginia. We're going to start talking about Mothman across the world. There are thousands and thousands of reports.
Yeah. So, well, then that brings me to the next question.
Shoot.
What is there any episodes that you want to do, that things that we haven't done? Like, because you said episodes we want to do again, or go into more detail on Montauk, Mothman, and
Montauk, I would love to go back into it.
yeah.
But as we talked about last night while we were troubleshooting off the air, trying to get my dang computer to work, I think with Montauk or even Mothman, one story.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do the Montauk monster,
It's
That's
just
the
that,
path we stay on.
right. So that's one that I want to do again. I think for me, and this is hard to do just one story on, but I would probably want to do the episode on Men in Black again.
I would too. I don't think that we did. I think we did a good job. I don't think we did a great job.
No. So that being said, what do you want to do that we haven't done?
I am getting caught up in the legends, and I would like to find like a Mothman legend or a really, really scary legend on the Middle East or Antarctica, someplace you wouldn't expect.
Okay, what about the why is it Kabul? The giant, Kandahar giant, like that.
I would love to do one on the Kandahar giant.
Okay. See, I was thinking stuff like that, or like, I don't know if you saw the video of the YouTuber that as he's driving in his car, he's filming, I think it was in Colorado. He's filming on top of a mountain ridge, what looks to be a giant walking, and he's posting all this stuff.
I thought that was Washington.
He disappeared.
I thought that was Washington, wasn't it?
I thought it might have been. I thought it was Colorado.
It was one of the mountainous states.
Yeah. Yeah. So stuff like that I think would be fun to do.
All right. What do you guys want to see? I know I don't think Nadine is with us today, but she's talked about Sudbrink, which is the Sudbrink calls fascinating.
I don't know much, but there have been some stories of UFOs in the Arctic Sea when the World War II convoy sailed up there. Don't know how much.
Thank you. I forgot about that. I was going to talk to Alien Mike about this.
I completely forgot about that.
Yes. I got a feeling you're going to be seeing that in a live episode, because that's not just a 30-minute legend or a 30-minute signal of the week.
There was something that I was. And keep going. I'm going to look at something real quick.
And speaking again for Nadine, Jeff the Talking Mongoose.
Yes.
One thing I would also like to do, and I know the legends, but I haven't really gone into the legends. Like in the town my wife and I lived in Germany, in Mannheim, there is a little statue of, it's only about maybe 3 feet high at the most, of a little person and a flower. And I know she's going to jump on and give us the name here real soon. I would like to do research on like some of those legends that you'd find in Europe or even here. A statue. Well, what's this statue for? It's for this. Okay, now I got to go research that.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah, because there's a story that led up to the statue.
Yeah, there's one thing that I've talked to somebody about a few different times that I know I talked to you about it, and that's Lemuria or Atlantis. I've always thought that you're Bloom in Peter. Did I say that right?
That's the one. Yep. So yeah, I would like to know more about that legend, how it started, even if it doesn't become paranormal.
Yeah. Here, let me share this. This is one that I don't know why, but I keep thinking about it. Have you seen anything on this? The Baltic Sea anomaly?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen a lot about it.
So what it always, and I absolutely do not like Star Wars, but it always looks like the Millennium, whatever, the Falcon, the ship they're on. That's what it reminds me of. But that was one that he was a small-ish person, not quite normal, and he handed out or sold flowers at the markets. He was a real person. Oh. Like,
But I mean, even here, I guarantee for anybody that doesn't live in Utah, it would your mind would be intrigued if you drove from Salt Lake to Wendover and saw this really ugly statue out in the middle of nowhere on the salt flats. And it's called the Tree of Life.
what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. And answer me that, since I've lived here for 30 years and I've drove there countless times and I have no clue. I went to Japan and they have amazing tales of spirits and beasts. Many of the people are very superstitious, most famous. You know, that's interesting. My daughter just did one of her high school projects on, oh hell, the tales of Japan, myths in Japan, stuff like that, with the different legends. I know there's a movie, and I don't know how true it is, but it's from, was it from Japan or China? The movie was called Ghost House, but they put the hell is that?
That is the Tree of Life between Tooele and Wendover.
I have never seen that.
Oh, you've never seen that?
No.
Next time you're taking a trip out to Wendover, because I know you do that all the time. You're a hardcore gambler.
Oh yeah. Go there to
As
drink.
you're driving out to Wendover, you get past all the little hills where
Right.
it's all just salt flats, and over
Yeah.
on your right side will be that statue.
And
And
what's it
I'm
for?
going to screw this up. If anybody wants to correct me, I have no problem with it. There was an artist or an investor that took the journey out there, and he said it was so boring driving that stretch that he commissioned that piece of work to go out there to break up the monotony.
How long has it been there?
Oh God. It was there when I got out of the military in '95.
Okay, I moved here in like 94, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
if you were driving out that way and you missed it, young man, you were sleep driving.
Yeah, Ghost House. I know Japan still marks houses. Okay, so that's not exactly what I was talking about, but I know what you're talking about. There's
I do
somebody
want that job.
Yeah, I just saw something on it yesterday,
Yep.
which I thought was interesting. But Scout Taylor Compton and there was somebody else that played in the movie Ghost House, where they take this trip out and there's little tiny, they look like little birdhouse, like the size of birdhouses, that they set there, and people, when someone dies, they set little belongings there to keep their ghost trapped in that house. And the girl ends up going there and taking something from the house and becomes haunted because of what she took. So I don't know if that's a real legend,
Excuse me.
but the one that I really want to do is
All right.
multi-dimensions.
Oh
I know
yeah.
we kind of talked a little bit about it with the time travel episode, but as much as I absolutely love time travel, I mean, oh, they're right here. Like, I've got a bunch of time travel books. They're a lot of fun, but the whole multi-dimension thing is fascinating to me.
Yep. I do have one more that has intrigued me for a while. And even though I lived over on the West Coast and I drove this route, I never heard much about it. But I would love to do an episode dedicated to the hauntings of Donner Pass. The hauntings of the Donner Party.
I didn't know there was any hauntings.
Apparently there is. I started looking it up a couple of days ago, and there are some hauntings up there in that area.
That would be fun. I would definitely do that. I know at one point I had a list of stuff that we were going to be doing for like topics for episodes.
And if your filing system is like mine, you've got it. I just don't know where the hell it is.
Oh, everything's in a book. And it's not labeled.
I wish that I was as organized as you, because my notes just go in whatever book is closest.
I keep it all in one of these books.
I've got those books sitting right here, but if somebody were to come up and rearrange them,
You'd be lost?
yeah, I would just grab the next book in line and then go to read my notes one day. And
I do this though. On it, so I know what's in them.
Oh, that wouldn't help me. The American Experience. I definitely check that one out.
Let me see if I can find.
There's an episode and a book that I've got to get now. And while you're doing that, I'm going to bring up what I love the most about doing this episode, man.
About what episode? This one right now?
I'm sorry, about doing the whole show.
Okay.
127 plus 1. I love doing the show for all the guys in the chat, the 127 subscribers we currently have, and I get to hang out with you for a couple hours and BS.
I was like 127 plus 1. Did I miss something here?
I get to hang out with my brother and talk about stuff that we both love.
Yep.
You know, some of us may be more passionate about things than others, but we still go out and do the research, have a good time. But 127 subscribers, the people in the chat. That's why I keep hitting that record button every week with you, man. And get to hang out for a couple hours with you.
That's exactly why I do it. It's just, I've always loved this stuff. Always believed in aliens. Didn't really care about it. Like, believed in it, but just didn't pay much mind to it. But the whole paranormal thing, I was obsessed with. And then one day, it just swapped. And now it's everything UFOs, aliens.
Yeah. And it's the same for me. I know on our first episode, we talked about the fact that you had more paranormal experiences than I did. I had more UFO experiences than you have, but we were opposite on what we like to investigate.
Yep. Exactly. I did, like Alec, I did paranormal investigations for a long time, and then I just kind of fell out of doing it. Just not that it didn't interest me, I just didn't do it anymore. And it's always fascinated me, but the whole UFO thing is just, there's something about it.
Oh yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love the UFO thing too. But if you were to say, Steve, would you rather go on a paranormal investigation, or would you rather go out to Pine Bush and set up a camera and look for UFOs? How about the paranormal investigation?
I'm gonna sit out in the middle of nowhere,
Yep.
looking at the sky.
But maybe my paranormal investigation would be near Pine Bush.
Yep. That's one place that I think honestly, I don't know if it was. I know I've heard about it from our good friend Storm and Renee. I know I heard about Pine Bush from you, but I really think the first person I heard about it from was Lilith, because I had no idea about about Pine Bush. Also, am I crazy?
To answer this question, no, you're not crazy. It was like as soon as the UFO document dump started hitting, people shut up.
Yep.
And I am really worried on that the government's going to say, well,
Now
on
you
the
don't
first
care?
dump, everybody was interested, but on the fifth dump, we had 3 visitors. Nobody checked a thing. Why bother? Nobody's interested anymore.
I told someone last night, I looked at the first one. I looked at maybe an eighth of the second one. I've looked nothing the third, one thing of the fourth, nothing the fifth, except for what I mentioned this morning, or when we first got on, that I read from Avi Loeb.
I really hate to admit this, but until you sent me that message this morning, I didn't know the 5th one had been dumped.
I only knew that because I was on my phone and I got a Google alert that said Pentagon releases first one or something like that. And I was like, or 5th one. Okay. And I looked at it.
Yeah.
I think Feed the Dead is right. Everybody was so stoked about it. And then they realized that there's really not much in it.
I can take the videos that they released in the first one and condense it down to one video, just called the Tic Tac video.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Yay, more redacted pages. With some base in the Middle East. The Middle East.
I did see that one. I did see that one. And yes, that one was very interesting.
Good night, Lilith.
Lilith, thank you again. Thank you for being with us since the beginning. We can't thank you enough. Thank you, and good night. Enjoy.
Yes. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you later. But yeah, it was, like I said in the beginning, if you would take these pages, change the names. I don't give a shit who the people are. Just change the name. Instead of being Sergeant Thomas, make it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And one country I wish I could go back in time and actually get out and enjoy Europe more than I did when I was stationed there. I mean, my wife knows I probably spent more time drinking in Germany than I should have. But the times I traveled, we went to Austria, Denmark. France was a 6-hour train ride from Mannheim.
Yeah. Well, I was supposed to go to Scotland next year. My cousin wants me to be out there, but my aunt is going to be coming to the States, so it's been postponed a year for me. But he wants me to go on a big trip with him because you can go from Glasgow to France for like $40.
Oh yeah.
And so he wants to go tour Europe. And I was like, huh, all right.
So yeah, I mean, there's this right here. It's not even 6 hours. Wake up in the morning, go grab the train, and have lunch in France. Grab the train again, have dinner in the UK.
Yep. I think it would be a lot of fun. The one place that I really want to go again, that I mean, I honestly don't remember at all is Bremerhaven. I was like,
to me, Bremerhaven is the port where I bring my car to get on the ship. I would love to go explore Bremerhaven, the city.
yeah. So I'm trying to think of what is it called? Let me, God damn it. Harry, come on. Hospital. I just can't think of the name of what it was called in Bremerhaven. That, Concern.
So yeah, I wish I could go back in time and explore more of Europe than I actually saw. And I saw quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't, the last time I was anywhere outside of the States, I was 5 when I went to Scotland. And oh, okay. I did not know that.
You know, just imagine going in the military at 18,
I
and
already imagined that.
on your first tour,
Oh, I didn't get that. Sorry.
had I done it right, on your first tour, you get married to a beautiful German woman.
Yeah, you got that.
I did get that.
Yep.
But then you can come back and tell your family and your close friends, while I was there, I got to visit all of Germany, all of France, all of Italy, all of the UK, you know, Scotland, Ireland. It's all right there. And I blew it and I missed it.
You know, I think, I know I've talked to you about this. I went to school with a guy that I joined with, and I'm glad things worked out the way it did, because I would have been overseas 100% for 9/11, because it was literally a month. No. August 16th, so about a month before it happened. So I would have definitely had to have gone, and I was glad that I didn't have to.
Yeah. I was looking at my notes, and that's pretty much what I had.
I
Other
don't have
than
anything else.
Operation 500 starts today. So let's see if we can get to 500 subscribers before next year's anniversary special.
I think we can.
And I'm not announcing any merchandise, but I am working on some T-shirts for Alien Mike and I, and for some family members. I think if we made it to 500, get a couple of UFO books, a couple of paranormal books together, a couple of T-shirts, maybe a coffee mug, and just pick one of the random 500 as the winner.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. So what do you got going on for the rest of the night?
For the rest of the night, I plan on going down, hanging out with a grandkid, vegetating in front of the television.
Having a scotch?
I may as a celebration.
Sorry, one.
So, with that being said, I know there's no way we can express exactly how thankful we are to all of you.
Yes, thank you
I mean,
so much.
a simple thank you just does not sound enough.
No,
You guys have been the absolute greatest. The comment section's always on fire, and we have a good time with it. You can't imagine the love and appreciation we have for you guys out there. So thank you for helping us get to our first year.
yep. Without you, it wouldn't have been possible.
I know he's not on tonight, but a huge thank you to Colin,
Yes.
who a year and 2 days ago told us to just hit record and get over ourselves. Yeah, I knew Colin was in the military, but Drill Sergeant Colin came out really big on that last meeting. That wasn't a suggestion. That was an order when he said just frickin' do it.
Yep.
So a
Yeah.
huge shout out to Colin. I am so happy that Carl was able to make it on tonight.
Oh,
Good to
me
talk
too.
to him again. So if you get a chance, check out Alien Mike and Carl's podcast.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Ah, there we go.
Oh my God. Mike, what's the name of your podcast?
It's right there. Come on, Skogan, Outdoor Podcast.
Thank you.
It's-
Skogan Outdoor.
It's
My brain
Skogan
is
off the
not
bottom.
working. My brain is not working. So yeah, check out Skogan Outdoor Podcast, because if you're going to go ghost hunting or UFO hunting, you got to know the outdoors.
Yep. And I actually meet with him tomorrow. We have a meeting, and so hopefully there will be another episode out soon.
Yeah, there's been a couple of times that I felt Colin's had it with my crap.
Yeah. Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So, but we are going to reach out to Colin again and see about going back on his show and doing another great movie review, an Academy Award-winning performance or something. So yeah, check out Skogan Outdoor Podcast. Check out Horrorific Podcast. Horrorific Podcast is here on YouTube.
Nope. Oh, yeah, Horrific. Sorry, I thought you were talking about mine.
Skogan is on Apple, Podbean, and Spotify.
Yep.
And again, if you're going to go out and do ghost investigations, you're going to do UFO hunts, you got to know the outdoors. And who better to get the outdoors from than a conspiracy theorist who also talks about the outdoors. Not only will Mike and Carl tell you how to get fresh water or what the best gear is, but Mike will tell you how to either avoid being abducted or embrace being abducted. Whichever way you lean, it's up to you guys.
Oh, that's if
I
I'm
know
here.
which way you lean, Mike.
Yeah, because
Do me a favor.
What?
Just do me a favor.
And what's that?
Save me a seat. I'll be in the beam right behind you.
I'll look over and say, all right, here's the coordinates. I need you to go right over there. We're going to pick up my buddy.
Let me know when it's going to happen. I'll make it easy for him and go on the walkway bridge and stand right in the middle.
There we go.
So I know this was our anniversary special, but next week we are doing mystery disappearances
Yes.
for our live.
Yep. Someone special suggested that. So
Yep.
mystery disappearances, unknown disappearances, and not just alien or paranormal, just unexplained.
Yeah, I've focused on a few kind of paranormal, but the disappearances weren't paranormal.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
So next Friday, the 14th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Mystery Disappearances is our live podcast.
Yep.
We do have the Legends coming up on the 12th. And yes, my dumbass is finally going to actually release the video on the day it's supposed to be released.
Yep.
Unlike the last Wednesday that I finally got uploaded on Friday. Because I did it again and forgot to hit one stupid extra button. But next week's America's Midnight Legends, we haven't exactly narrowed it down to one specific yet, I don't think. But
No.
we're going to do
Oh, yeah, we
Iowa Legends.
No, we did. It's the
Oh, we did.
the Ghost Children of Viola Bridge.
That's right, the Ghost Children. So join us next, well, that'll be a recorded video. So check out that video next Wednesday. I try and get it posted right around 6 o'clock, but you know, with old age setting in, I kind of forget a few steps here and there, like this last one. And there's a really important button you have to hit at the very end called publish.
Oh yeah.
And
I
I
hit that.
forgot to hit publish.
Shit happens.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to know when our videos hit that blorp bell down there. And that, beat the crap out of that because he did it again.
He's always got a trick up his sleeve, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. God, have I missed anything, Mike?
I don't think so. I think that's all we got for today.
So I think, well, I got two things to end the show on. Excuse me. Number one, we said it before, but it can't be said enough. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And number two,
Shenanigator, believing in us from the very beginning. Mr. Shenanigator keeps us on track, smiling every time we wander off the map. David and Michelle, always there, bringing laughter, friendship, showing they care. When Friday comes, we know it's true. The signal's stronger because of you. Colin from the Horrorific Podcast joins the ride, keeping spooky stories. Right side, Alex always ready when the strange lights fly. Ever blacking down from another haunted sky. Across the ocean, under southern skies. Nadie's watching where the mystery lies. Spooky's always ready when the darkness calls. Here's the whispers through ancient halls. Sarah cheering every step we take. Dakota's with us through every strange way. She keeps the candle shining bright, and we guide us through another haunted night. Near far, wherever you may be, you're part of this crazy family. To every subscriber and every comments of the live stream. Whether you've been here since episode 1,
Or you just found
or you just found us yesterday.
Thank you for making this more than
Making
just
this
a
more than just a
podcast. You made it family. Here's to every soul we found, every voice that gathered around. From haunted roads to stars above, you filled this year with laughs and love. 127 strong, singing every song. Ghosts and UFOs will always chase.
Always chase.
There's no mystery we can't face. Here's to year one, here's to what's new. The midnight signal keeps rolling through. Raise your lights, raise your voices, raise your coffee. Tonight, we celebrate every mystery, every ghost, every UFO, every cryptid, every unbelievable story, and every unbelievable friend we've made along the way. To Papa, to Mrs. Shenanigator, to David, and Michelle, to Alex, to Colin, to Nadine, to Spooky, to Lily, to Sarah, to Sakuna, to Shiara, and to every single subscriber who's live with us. Searched haunted houses with us. Looked to the skies with us. And somehow survived an entire year of sordid Shenanigator and Alien Mike. Welcome to year 2! Welcome to year 2!
Mike,
Yes, sir.
happy anniversary, brother.
Happy anniversary, man.
And to you guys out there, thank you for putting up with us for a year. This anniversary is for you guys too. So happy anniversary to all of you guys. All right, you got anything else?
I think that's all I've got.
All right. All I got then is stay spooky.
And keep watching the skies.
Love you guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.